So next level beauty. Of Queensland. And my little fire. My little thing of sticks. So it was beautiful. You know, got the dog playing. It's just great, right? Arrived yesterday. It was a little bit late. It was like 5. And like I'm driving, so Bar called, and then I drive down this road for half an hour. Then I get to the turnoff. And I'm driving on this corrugated dirt road for ages. I don't know, it felt like ages. 20 kilometres. Probably not that much, but who cares? Anyway, get to this place, like where I'm staying, the wetlands, right? Oh yeah, there's plenty of room, you know, all this sort of thing. You know, this, that, wetlands, birds, okay. Anyway, get there, I rock up. It is full. And there are humans everywhere. And when the lady greets me, she's like lovely. She's like, oh yeah. There's like a souvenir shop and everything. She's like, oh yeah, you know, come and get your chair and join us at the camp kitchen and everything like that. It's like this. You drive for hundreds of kilometres. And then I'm near the toilets, which is amazing. Then there are 60 million people. Like, this is this side. So like look, you can see the other side as well. It's the same. And then all down the bottom. And I was way over here somewhere past these guys before. And when I got here, I'm going to be honest, I just cried. Because I was like, look at me, I'm just like away from everyone. I was not expecting the sun to get up in that spot. I don't know why, but I wasn't. I was expecting it to get up over here. Anyway, my bearings are good now. The sun's up. Yeah. And I just walk, and there are hot springs over here, right? There are hot springs, like artesian hot water straight out of the thing. It's like 37 degrees. And there were like 6 people in it already. And look, the wetlands, look, they're beautiful. I had a little walk, like the wetlands, right? So, bird life, brolgas, general water bird life, right? Like, supposed to be a hum in the morning. Why, if you were a bird, would you stay in this wetland with all these humans everywhere? I sure as eggs wouldn't. But this morning, I must admit, I could hear brolgas. And that was one of the things that were in the piece of paper, right? 2 brolgas just come flying through here and they were trumpeting as they went. So I'm happy now. Like, I mean, I was happy last night. Oh, that was the other thing. So down the bottom at the camp kitchen, this is terrible. I'm laughing now, and I was so upset when I first got here, like crying. I pull up over here where I said I was, over here. Down the bottom, way down over there, right? See, because you've got to go circle all the way around. Anyway. I pull up, I get out, and I'm in a state of shock by that stage, right? I'm in a state of shock. And I get out and I start going, okay, well, this is where I'm going to camp for the night. And this woman just was looking at me like I was something to look at. like watching me move around and get my dog out and let him do a pee and do this and get set up. She's just sitting there looking at me, just sitting there like out the front of her caravan and just sitting there just looking at me like, and I just looked at her and I just waved. And I'm like, this is not what I was expecting. So Ginger and I went for a walk, and it was just humans everywhere. It gets better. I mean, it does get better. Look where I am. It's really nice. Like, I'm away from everyone. Like, everyone's over here. Everyone's over here. And I'm over here. God, look at my face. So anyway, and I'm near the toilet. Like, look at this. Isn't it cool? It's a donkey. The hot water with the little shed, and I'm just near the toilet, so I'm laughing and I'm away from everyone. But yeah, what happened was too is when I got here, I'm just like, oh my Lord Father. So I've been driving and there's no one in sight anywhere. Like, there's no one, and every time you go past a car, someone waves. So there's no one. And I'm thinking, this is just excellent. I'm so happy. Like, this is amazing. Oh, darling, did your ball go away? I'll get it in a sec. So there's no one, and I'm thinking, this is amazing. I get to Barcaldine, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is a nice town. Like, it is actually a nice town. And I go into the pub, and I'm looking for an ATM. And the little English hottie behind the bar goes, oh, you got to go down the road. And I'm like, oh, sounded a bit Scottish. Got to go down the road. Anyway, and the publican was sitting there, and she's like, looked like she was about 80. She goes, oh no, love, give the lady some cash from here. No, it's fine. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. Anyway, and then I drive. Anyway, I'm getting off the track. Anyway, so I start walking around, and I read the piece of paper, right? And it's got all these rules. So when you got to buy your own firewood, right? So you got to buy. Where I drove through. He will turn around. We'll turn the thing around so I don't have to look at my head. I drove, and it was near. Oh, I wish I could. That's terrible that I can't ever think of the name of that town. Claremont, and here let's look at the water. Claremont and Alpha. So it's sealed and unsealed road. It's really beautiful. It's beautiful. There's nothing except for a school called Murder Creek, which is so small. Anyway, sealed, unsealed road, but there is timber everywhere. It is unbelievable, like unreal. Timber everywhere, right? And I had my little chainsaw with me, so I got it out and I was like, got out and cut firewood for tonight. Anyway, and I stopped twice actually, and it was really good. Got some firewood, and I felt very proud of myself that I got my own firewood. Anyway, so I pull up here. Got to buy your own you got to buy the firewood. $20 for firewood. So this lady, there were fires everywhere here last night. This lady is making a flaming killing, right? This is the most un-Christian content ever. And I actually thought that I was going to post something amazing about Pentecost this morning. Praise Jesus. And praise the Holy Spirit. Well, anyway, we could go on and on about how wonderful He is. Anyway, He gave me strength yesterday when I was crying my eyes out about how shit this situation of this place is. It's absolutely picture perfect. Can you hear birdsong? I can hear galahs. I can hear the good old Maggies. I heard crows this morning, no shade. I do love the crow. I heard, and of course, plovers. And the trumpeting brolgas as they left or flew through. Now, this place is not teeming with wildlife. There are 117 flaming humans here. Why would it be? Why would it be? I was expecting something so different. And you know what she said when I got here? She said, oh, yeah, no, when I rung. She goes, oh, no, there's not many people here at the moment. Like, so that you're telling me these campgrounds must get chock-a-block at some stage. Like, that's next level. There are that many people here. I must go for a swim soon. Before I go, I want to go for a swim in those artesian waters again. Because I ended up going. Anyway, I'm trying to tell the story about the loud music. Anyway, so on the piece of paper, it said, no loud music, we've got to respect the wildlife and each other. And it sort of went on a little bit about loud music until 8 o'clock last night, from 5 to 8, was acoustic covers of every three chord song in the black three chord book, every single one. But it was loud. It you could hear it. It was loud, very, very, very loud. It was ridiculous, and it upset me so much because I couldn't focus. I couldn't think. I ended up moving my car from down there to the chick that was just staring at me to there are people walking there, I better move the camera. To here, to the boondocks, away from everyone. And I could hear it back here. It's like it got louder, like it was moving through the bush. I don't know. Anyway, because I was in the mood I was in, it was probably sounded louder than what it really was. But it was loud. It was so, so, so loud. And it just kept going and going. And I was thinking, all I wanted to do is get my Bible out and just be with the Lord and the Word, right? Well, that wasn't happening with a friggin' brown-eyed girl screaming through the bloody bush. Oh. No, I'm sorry, but yeah, nah. Never again. Never again. Anyway, it's horrible to be complaining like that, but yeah, I just wasn't expecting this. I don't know what to expect. I think what I've got to do if I do anything like this again is go into Hip Camp and look for private places that are really flung away and actually ask, is there 7 trillion people here in their stupid caravans? But yeah, and then the music went on, and then I ended up, and then I'm like, no, I'm making a fire, I don't care. But the trouble is here, you have to have, you have to use a, what do you call it? A vessel to have your fire in. So because of course there's 7 million people here, all the vessels are taken. So by the time I got here, all of them were gone. And cheeky bird. And so I had my little thing of firewood that I just wanted a little fire. I wanted to bake some potatoes and have a nice little fire, as you do when you go camping. And I had to use like a little, thank God I bought a little silver pan with me to have my tiny little fire. And I sneakily had an illegal fire without her $20 firewood. But anyway, I just don't like camping with all these people. I just don't call that camping, you know. I would rather pull up in the middle of nowhere and just camp, walk in the bush a bit and camp. But I mean, like, don't get me wrong, it's very picturesque, but you know, there's a couple little duckies over there, but I don't see a great deal of wildlife. Because why would ya?